Frank Grillo comments on the Superman debate, praising Henry Cavill's charm and comparing David Corenswet's sincerity to Christopher Reeve's. Hello viewers, welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. Ever since David Corenswet took on the role of the new Man of Steel in director James Gunn's upcoming Superman film, there has been constant controversy and comparisons between him and Henry Cavill. Given how Cavill is considered the face of DC's Superman, it's becoming difficult for people to accept Corenswet taking on the role. However, Frank Grillo addressed this comparison and finally put an end to the debate. During an interview with Kristian Harloff, while talking about the upcoming trailer for Superman, Grillo praised Henry Cavill as a handsome man, but compared David Corenswet's performance and dedication to Christopher Reeve. The never-ending debate over who should be the face of DC's Superman has raged since James Gunn announced the casting of David Corenswet as the new Man of Steel. Subsequently, this transformation from Henry Cavill, who was considered the perfect Superman, to Corenswet sparked a flurry of opinions, comparisons, and some heated discussions online. But Frank Grillo recently stepped in to bring some clarity to the conversation. Set to play Rick Flag Sr. in the upcoming Superman film, alongside David Corenswet, Grillo participated in an interview with Kristian Harloff, where he spoke candidly about the upcoming film and the shift in casting. While he couldn't help but praise Henry Cavill's undeniable accolade, Frank Grillo wasn't shy about offering his co-star David Corenswet a huge compliment. Explaining how Cavill's charisma left an indelible mark on the role of Superman, Grillo admitted that Corenswet taking on the role was reminiscent of Christopher Reeve's portrayal. Henry Cavill, you beautiful man. I mean, God touched him on the shoulder and said, I will make you handsome, isn't it? But as for David, there's something about him that's distinctly Christopher Reeve. He's got stoicism. There is seriousness. In a fun reference to Henry Cavill's good looks, Frank Grillo continued to highlight how David Corenswet seemed like the perfect actor to continue Superman's legacy. Grillo then made a startling comparison between his star and Christopher Reeve's memorable performance, and continued to settle the debate by expressing his personal opinion of Corenswet's performance. In addition to comparing David Corenswet to Christopher Reeve, Frank Grillo claimed to be particularly impressed by the aura his co-star brought to the role. Grillo recalls how impressed he was when he first saw Corenswet in a superhero suit, and implied that the star had truly captured the essence of Superman. First off, I'm 5 feet 10 inches. The man came out from behind the curtain wearing a suit, and I said, "Oh my God, you're Superman." Claiming he was surprised by James Gunn's decision to cast David Corenswet, Frank Grillo went on to praise the star's performance in the upcoming Superman film. Grillo admitted how he grew up watching Christopher Reeve's Superman, who embodied an unwavering sense of justice, and mentioned how Corenswet captured that very essence. It includes this aura. Superman to me has never been morally abandoned. Superman stood for something. He was steadfast. It was naive and vulnerable about him. When I watched Superman as a kid, there's something about this guy. I don't know if I can express it, but I said, oh, this guy is Superman. It's Superman. So, while some fans may still be hanging on to the idea of Henry Cavill as Superman, Frank Grillo seems to have settled the score, noting that Cavill's Superman was a symbol of strength and modernity, while David Corenswet reflects the pure-hearted idealism that Christopher Reeve brought to the big screen. Grillo closed the discussion with his thoughtful comments.
Cavill was born in Jersey, the largest and southernmost of the Channel Islands, which are dependent territories of the British Crown and are located off the coast of Normandy, France. He is the fourth of 5 sons of Marianne Cavill, née Dalgliesh, a secretary, and Colin Cavill, a stockbroker. The family lived in St. Helier, where Henry Cavill grew up playing computer games with his brothers. At age 13, he left Jersey to attend the Stowe School, a boarding school in Buckinghamshire, England. At Stowe, Cavill developed an interest in acting and participated in school productions, including Grease, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Tom Stoppard's Dog's Hamlet. At age 16, he and his classmates had the opportunity to be extras in the movie Proof of Life, 2000, starring Russell Crowe. While on set, Cavill introduced himself to the recent Oscar winner, who encouraged him to pursue acting professionally. Cavill soon landed a role in Vendetta, 2001, followed by another in Kevin Reynolds' big-screen adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo, 2002. For the part of Albert Mandego, Cavill, who has said that he was teased for being overweight as a kid, was encouraged to lose several pounds. In addition, Cavill had guest roles in a number of British television shows as well as supporting parts in the coming-of-age film I Capture the Castle, 2003, and an adaptation of the Celtic romance Tristan plus Isolde, 2006. During this period, Cavill auditioned for several iconic roles, including Superman and James Bond, which ultimately went to Brandon Routh in Superman Returns and Daniel Craig in Casino Royale, both 2006, respectively. Those setbacks led him to consider following in the footsteps of two of his elder brothers and joining the armed forces. In 2007, however, Cavill garnered his first leading role in The Tudors, a cable series following the exploits of Henry VIII, played by Irish actor Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. Cavill portrayed Charles Brandon, a loyal courtier to the king. The series helped make Cavill a familiar face, and during its 4 seasons, 2007 to 10, he also appeared in such films as the adventure fantasy Stardust, 2007, and the Woody Allen comedy Whatever Works, 2009. After The Tudors, Cavill proved his skill as an action star, playing Greek hero Theseus in Immortals, 2011, and the son of a CIA agent, played by Bruce Willis, in The Cold Light of Day, 2012. In 2011, Cavill announced that he had been cast as Clark Kent/Superman in Man of Steel, 2013. He later admitted that he had missed the call from director Zack Snyder offering him the job because he had been playing the online game World of Warcraft. To portray the Man of Steel, Cavill transformed his body, adding so much muscle that he sometimes split the seams of his Superman costume. He also had the opportunity to work alongside Crow, who played Superman's father. Jor-El. Cavill went on to reprise the role in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, 2016, starring opposite Ben Affleck as Batman, and in Justice League, 2017, featuring such DC comic book heroes as Wonder Woman, played by Israeli actress Gal Gadot. In between Superman films, Cavill starred in director Guy Ritchie's big-screen adaptation of The Man from UNCLE, 2015, playing a CIA agent who teams up with a KGB agent, played by Armie Hammer, and in Sand Castle, 2017, portraying a Special Forces captain on a 2003 tour of Iraq. Cavill then played the main antagonist in Mission Impossible Fallout, 2018, the 6th installment of Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible series. In 2019, he assumed the lead role in the hit Netflix series The Witcher, based on the novels by Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski, whose sources include Polish mythology and Slavic folklore. Cavill played Sherlock Holmes, the elder brother of aspiring sleuth Enola Holmes in the movies Enola Holmes, 2020, and Enola Holmes 2, 2022. In 2022, Cavill had a cameo as Superman in Black Adam, renewing speculation that he was planning a return to the role 5 years after Justice League. Cavill confirmed the rumors in the fall, but a couple of months later he wrote on Instagram that the studio had decided to go in a different direction,